I'm a goddamn moron. I spoke for 4 minutes straight with no sound in my microphone, so we will do this story again. People are leaving Texas over rising costs of partisan politics and a sense of disenchantment. So, just to surmise the article briefly, along with like an extra reason that they don't really like mention here on top of that, cost of living going up, politics, and environment. So housing costs have some people looking for affordability elsewhere. Texas experienced a surge in popularity during the pandemic that pushed home prices up to 30% since 2019. Californians seeking more affordable homes made the gold into Lone Star State moving, a route the most popular in the country between 2021 and 2022, with just over 100,000 people making the move, with one huge downside. The property tax is higher, and as someone who lives in a state with low property taxes compared to our neighbor PA, this is another reason why people will choose Delaware over Pennsylvania a lot of the times, at least as far as if they don't have children. This is stated by Maria Bailey, a Texas-based realtor who moved from El Segundo. I lost my wallet in El Segundo. I lost my wallet in El Segundo, California, to prosper Texas in 2017, told Business Insider. Every time I talk to a prospective client, it's one of the first things I talk about. Texas has been losing its edge in the inexpensive and affordable housing choice, people focusing on the Midwest. The Midwest is nice. Chicago's expensive, but the Midwest is nice. For Texans, the Midwest has emerged as popular recently because it's just a buy in large. The most affordable reasons, says Hannah Jones, Realtor.com's economic research analyst. For many Americans, politics are just as important as housing affordability when choosing a place to live. According to a 2022 survey by Mortgage Marketplace Lending Tree involving 1,500 participants, 39% of respondents said they've relocated or might consider moving to a different state if their political views didn't align with the majority. Jack Bursey, a self-identified conservative, so you know she's a fucking fascist. Like, people don't self-identify as conservatives unless they are like far to the right. If they were a moderate, here's the skinny, right? If people say they are a liberal, they're a moderate. If they say they're a moderate, they're a conservative. They can say they're conservative, they're far right. And if they say they're a leftist, they're a leftist. But anyways, she says, is one of the many Californians, she's probably from fucking Orange County. Look at her. This bitch looks like she's from fucking Orange County, who sought out to have Texas for its political environment. Burst told Business Insider in September that it played a critical role in her decision to relocate to Texas in 2021. In Texas, there is... Hold on. Let me do this properly.
In Texas, there is room for people to believe what they want without being shamed,
Burst said.
unlike in California.
Oh, God. Was your great-grandpappy a rat or something? What the fuck is with your face? Contrary to Burst, Bob McCrane, a Dallas-based real estate broker who created a real estate service that helps LGBTQ plus Alphabet Mafia for short, I'm going to use here because that's just easier to say, in Texas, sell their homes and get connected with agents in different parts of the country and abroad. Told by KXAN News in July that the state's lack of inclusivity has created an unwelcoming environment. We all want, as human beings, to feel a level of safety. If your state is making you feel unsafe, there's no reason to stay. Damn right. Texas is like a shithole, far right wing bullshit state. So it makes perfect sense. I can't believe somebody could look at, say, California or New York versus Texas and Florida and say that Alphabet Mafia people feel more welcome in Florida and Texas. Economically, maybe, but they're killing people down there and shit, man. It's fucking wild. But the other thing that I want to know, I'm not going to read the rest of the article. The other thing, if you want to read it again, check out my Discord. All articles are posted over there, and it's a good community. I'd love to have you. But aside from that, there's also a 50-50 shot. Your power company will just shut your shit off and kill you in the cold weather in the wintertime. That's also an issue possibly too. So bear that in mind. So it's, You know, right wing. Like if you're a right wing lunatic that doesn't care about other people of your community, wants a moderate wants a cheap house but not as cheap as Illinois house, and you are okay at the possibility of like dying of hypothermia come February, move to Texas. I implore you to do so. So yeah, that's the whole fucking shtick on that video. On this article.